my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're back, I'm still here being consistent. And for all of you, I just want to point out, I have a plan in my YouTube video. That means I'm officially a YouTube star. As in, before the plant and the white background, I was just playing games. But now I'm involved, guys. I'm within. I'm party inside. Inside. You're not ready. But you're here, so welcome. So today is my 3-month lock anniversary. That's like, I've done the first quarter. I've done the first semester. Like, I'm here to stay. Like, if I've not left at this point, we here. We locked, we loaded. Locked, not bound, guys. But we here. So, in true lock update fashion, I'm gonna give you guys a 360. However, when I was planning this perfect setup with my plan, I wasn't prepared for the moment I'm gonna have to turn around for the 360. So y'all gonna get what you get. So here's the 360. And so for those of you that really do care, because I'm not going to go over it or count them one by one in this video, my lock count is between 85 and 88. So you may have noticed that this video is titled a lock count video. I'm not going to do the whole one by one count of the video, but really I'm going to just share my journey of actually accepting how many locks I have. So I've always known I wanted to do locks, and I probably knew 4 years before I started my locks that I was going to do locks. However, I didn't really do that much research. I didn't think too much about it. I just knew it was going to happen, and when it happened, it would happen. So naturally, a couple of days before I got my locks, that's when I started to be like, oh, panic. Like, how do you start them? What do you use? Whatever. And honestly, I watched IMD Lane and West Indie Ray and a couple of other videos. And I was like, that's it. I've sorted. I've got all the information I need. I'm going to do a 2-strand twist. I'm not going to use any gel or any product. And I mean, both West Indie Ray and IMD Lane have around like the 70 to 80 lock count. But at that point, I wasn't that phased about it. I was just aware of it, right? So I go for my first appointment with my loctician. So straight away I'm like, I would like 2-strand twist. She's like, eh. So she says that she can do a 2-strand twist, but something about being left-handed and something about she does better with comb coils. I was like, right, okay. So she gave me some time to think about it. And then when I asked her, so what are you going to use on my hair? She did say that she didn't use gel. So I was like, okay. I was like, I can let this go. You know, I can let the whole 2-strand twist thing go. We'll just do the comb coils. So she does my hair. She does the comb coils. I'll just insert a picture of comb coils and a picture of 2-strand twists for those that don't know that there's a difference in how you can start your locks. So she starts my hair, and at this point she asked me, what grid pattern do I want? And up until this point, I didn't realize that was an option I had. So I was like, yeah, let's just go with the square ones. Right now, if I could go back and do that over, I would definitely do the diamond grid pattern just because it looks cute, you know, just looks a little bit different, looks a little snazzy. But again, my hair's done. It wasn't that big of a deal. So she does my hair. We're getting towards the end of my hair, and she says, oh, so because you've got comb coils, because with 2-strand twists, because they're a lot, like, because it's 2 strands of hair wrapped together, they're less likely to unravel. They kind of hold their shape a little bit more. So now she starts telling me that with comb coils, if I really want them to stay and form and like, you know, like to lock in a good shape, I really shouldn't do anything to them for the first 4 to 6 months, like putting them up, doing styles, none of that. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm like, I mean, I wish you didn't tell me this before. And then she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll do a nice side part. you know, to make sure that, you know, you can still wear your hair down, which I was really thankful for. So I have a side part here, I have another side part here, but no middle part. So my middle part is not really straight. I think, again, I'm trying not to obsess over it. It ain't at the end of the world. It's just a parting. I can have an uneven middle part. These are the things I'm trying to tell myself. I did wonder if there was a way that I could maybe, while retwisting, create more of a middle, but I've not quite figured that out. But again, I was like, okay, not the end of the world. So you know, she does my locks. I'm happy with my locks. I've got my little side part. So my hair's been like this for the longest. Please believe I did try to do like a little updo for Christmas. Like half up, half down. But when I took it down, because I've got comb coils and they are really soft at the moment, they've not formed, I noticed like a little limp in my coil, like right here where my hairband had been. And I didn't even have them in all day or anything. So I was like, not doing that again. So yes, my hair will continue to be like this until my locks are formed. Moment of silence for the pain. But alas, I digress. So I get home, I'm happy about my locks. So now I start my binge watching. When I say my watch hours on YouTube, I've never really been someone that's that into YouTube, but ever since I've started my locks, it's been ridiculous. So my watch hours were serious. So I was watching videos upon videos upon videos. Then I began to obsess about how many locks I have. So when I first started my locks, I did count and I believe I had around 85, 86, right? And now I'm watching other people's videos. I'm looking at other people's locks. I'm feeling like my locks are very, very thin. And actually they will be thin because they're comb coils, but I naturally have I have high density hair, so I have a lot of hair, but it's not necessarily like thick hair. So now I'm starting to worry, like, is my hair going to fill out? You know, especially after a fresh retwist, you can really see the lines and, you know, the parts. So I'm like, is my hair always going to look like this? Is it always going to be thin? Someone else had said, oh no, you've not got enough. They're going to be too thick. So now I was panicking. I was like, I don't want thick locks. I've never really liked thick locks. I've always kind of wanted that semi in between. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need more locks. I don't know. How do I increase my lock count without ruining what I've done? So I was hella obsessed. Like, it was really bothering me for days. And because all I did was watch videos, I think I went through a phase of just watching lock count videos and seeing how people's locks turned out. And I was obsessed. And then on my parting here, at the time, I felt like my parting went too far back. So I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before. I say before because what had happened was, in my obsession, I then convinced myself that I needed to sort out the part, and the part was a huge issue. So one day my friend came to my house and I was like, right, we need to split one here because I don't like how far back the parting goes. And then if you find any big ones, just split them. So she did, and we split them and we split them and we split them.
I split some of my locks, mainly because I felt like my parting on this side went too far back. So it usually should go to about here. And one of the locks felt quite big, so I split it and changed the pattern there. And then there was a few, when my friend was doing it for me, because I did not do it myself, she noticed a few more that, like, where the actual base of the lock was quite big, and actually it could be split to make two smaller locks. So I've done that around my head. Again, I'm not sure if you guys can tell per se. It depends how much you love my locks to be paying attention.
When she recounted them and I had a lock count of 90, and I liked the sound of 90. I knew I wasn't going to get to quite 100 or anything like that, but I was like, 90 sounds like a good number. It sounds a little bit fuller than 85, right? So I was like, okay, I can fucks with this. That's okay. So this was like maybe at my 1 month, 2 weeks point. So I go for my 2 month retwist, right? So my loctician's doing my hair and she stops and she's like, has someone touched your hair? I'm like, my friend, you know. She's like, and has she changed your locks? I was like, she noticed some that were big, so she split them. And my loctician is a Caribbean woman from Trinidad. So she looks at me like, So now she's like, well, now they're too thin, like it doesn't even fit the pattern. So she's big mad, like big mad. And obviously the reason why I never started my own locks was because I have never really done my hair. I can't see the back of my hair. So now I'm like, ooh, I guess I just have to trust what she does. So she took some of them out and rejoined some of them. And she's going through my head. I can see she's pissed, like, because she's like, oh, another one? Like, it was so funny because I'm trying, in the moment, I'm trying to be like, you know, I'm in trouble at this point. So I'm just like, yeah. She's like, how many did she do? I'm like, I don't know. And I really don't know. But I also couldn't say that I think about 6. I was like, I don't know. So she went through and she's like, well, you know, if you do this again, I'm not going to redo it for you. And I'm like, okay. So so she put some of them together, not all of them, some of them. So my part is now how I want it. I did not mention that to her because it wasn't the end of the world, but my part did remain intact. So it's not as far back as I thought it was before. And I believe now I'm probably back around the 80 something mark. I say 80 something because I have counted them, but the number hasn't remained in my mind. So I'm not obsessing over it because we're grown now. So I was kind of like, So at the moment, I don't know how many locks I have, but ultimately I share this story to say, in all this doing locks, taking locks out, whatever, I got to a point when I realized that in watching like lots of videos, again, even with people who started with coils like me, I did see videos and see, well, they are gonna thicken up whenever they thicken up, in whatever way they want to thicken up. And I mean, I found certain people who had like a really similar lock count to me, who had locks that I kind of like the look of. So someone like Nina Locks. And I know that my journey is my own. I think there's nothing wrong with maybe looking at someone's locks and having like a lock goal, like a lock inspiration, whatever it is. But I think what I've come to realize is my locks are going to look however they look because they're mine. They're unique to me. They're based off my own hair texture, my hair density, my hair porosity. All of those things are going to affect my locks and how I care for my locks. And I guess I'm starting to accept that as unique as my nose is, my mouth is, my eyes is, my eyelashes is, the amount of freckles on my skin is exactly how unique every single hair on my head is going to be. And that means my lock journey is going to be unique to me. And once my babies grow and lock and form, they are going to form however they want. And really and truly, having already been 3 months in, I really don't see myself getting to like 1 year and being like, ugh, I only have 88 locks and starting all over again. I don't see myself doing that because it really is a journey. And I also hate restarting stuff. So like once I've done something, I've done it and I'm just gonna ride it out. So I guess that's the mentality that I've got right now. And it's, I guess I'm half like, for anyone who's maybe at the same point in their hair or thinking, because it is difficult at the starter lock stage when your hair's not quite how you want it to look, or like people are looking at your hair and they're like, and I always feel the need to explain, like, these are my starter locks. This is what they're not gonna look like this forever. They're gonna change. But at the same time, I am really enjoying this part of my journey. When I first started my locks, I was so scared to go to work with my hair locked. And like I had to get a pep talk and everything. And actually when I went to work with my hair locked, like I had such a warm reception. Like, well, if they didn't like it, they didn't tell me they didn't like it, but it made me feel a lot more comfortable. And you know, like I've gone out with my locks and I don't even, at this point, I don't really necessarily feel the need to cover them up. I'm actually just owning it. Like, this is actually just my look now. And I mean, I would like to be able to do a little bit more with it. But my thing is my locks need to be healthy and I want them to form properly. Because I guess, and really and truly, what my locks look like now isn't the be all and the end all. I have quite short hair at this point. So this is only gonna make up a very small part of my hair. But what's important is learning my routines, learning what I need to do. So things like how you start your locks, it's gonna lock anyway, and it's gonna look like a normal lock at some point. So they're not the biggest thing in the world. It really is down to preference. And things like lock count, if you really want to take out your locks and start another lock journey, totally down to you. But embrace wherever you're at. Embrace the journey until you make that decision. And I think that's just the point that I'm at right now, where I'm just riding the wave. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm learning to love my luscious locks. I mean, I recently made an Instagram page, so follow at Goddessology to check for updates, to get more regular updates than I do on YouTube, and just to see some of my thought process as I go through this journey. But like this is me now. I'm a locked babes. That's me, locked babes. Locked. But I'm so excited and I'm so looking forward to this journey, and I'm loving documenting this journey and sharing it with anyone who has the time to listen. Literally anyone. Strangers, cats, dogs. I'm just excited. But I'm so thankful. But really the take home message is your lock journey is your lock journey and is unique to you. And the sooner you embrace the changes and ride with the changes and learn to love the changes, the sooner you'll be happy about your hair and what it looks like and how it flourishes. And it's all really about embracing the journey. Embrace the frizz, embrace the unraveling, embrace the budding. Embrace it because it's not going to be forever. And after your first year, your locks are just going to be growing. There's not going to be as many changes. So enjoy this time because you'll never really get it back unless you have the patience to start again. So on that note, guys, trust the journey, trust the process, and enjoy it. Please do like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever it is you need to do for us to keep in touch. Like, talk to me in the comments, guys. Like, let's make this journey together. Also, guys, if you like the earrings that I'm wearing today, you can find them at moyadesigns.com, which is my website. I sell African print face masks, African print bonnets, plain bonnets, and do-rags are coming soon. So do check that out. I'll put that in the description. But thank you so much, guys, and Happy New Year.